Well, we're really excited to be here and represent the University of Texas. This is a great opportunity for our program, and we've been in this position a lot, but this is a loaded regional. I think all teams have the capability of getting out of this regional, so it should be some really good volleyball. And you can see how the sport continues to grow at a high level, and it's exciting to be a part of.
Just kind of thoughts on Tennessee, what you've kind of seen from them.
I think they're well disciplined. I think they're a really good ball control team, and I think they have a lot of good arms that can hurt you from a lot of different areas. So, they've had a really good schedule, and they can hurt you in many different ways. And we'll see some things that we haven't seen in a while, some back road stuff out of the D ball, and their opposite's really good. So we'll have to make sure that we're on it.
Does it seem really odd that you're not hosting this? I mean, just because you guys have been doing it for so long and so many years.
Yeah, it's we went to a Christmas party on Saturday night because we played Friday, and Stanford was up 2-0, and I turned on my phone just to check, and it was 5-all in the fifth, and I was like, wait, we might still get to host. But it's the way that this team has developed over the year. We had some early losses, and that really hurt us. I thought the NCAA committee did a good job with their seeding, and just a different path to getting there. We've been able to do it before, so we look forward to the challenge.
Yes, just each of the players. I guess you guys obviously have been on the national championship team here. What is it that's different or maybe unique? Maybe this for each of you guys about this team specifically.
I'll go. I would say I think we've had a lot of growth this year. Normally, starting off the season here at Texas, since I've been here, we're always doing really, really well at the beginning. Like, there's never really a rocky start, and so I think that was different for us this year. But it's been a really good learning process for us. We're young, we have new people in new positions, so just having a team culture where people are really eager to learn and are committed to the process. And we knew, like, we don't have to be good in August, we need to be good in December. So we've had a really good mindset the whole way, and I think that's helped us get to this point so far.
I mean, similarly, I would just say the connections that we've had to build over the past couple months. I was kind of new, I guess, my first year here, but just putting people in new positions that are crucial to our team and having to connect with them as players and also as people has been a challenge, but it's been so joyous and so fun. But yeah, I would just say trying to build new connections with new people and just playing with new girls.
I guess just adding on to that, obviously, the early losses like to Long Beach and Stanford too. How does that make you guys? Maybe Coach, you could maybe answer this as well, but I want to ask the players. How does that, I guess, jolt you into knowing that we really need to figure out what works best for us, or my role might change a little bit from maybe the years past or whatever it might be? How did that rocky start maybe help you focus in on what would make you better?
I think the process for us was, the first match was just kind of crazy. Asia getting hurt kind of right before we went, and we thought she was going to be able to go because she practiced the day before, wasn't able to go, and it just kind of chaos, and it was one of the most wild matches that we've been a part of in a long time. Just had no rhythm, and after our losses, to Stanford and Washington State, we were talking about process. Like, there were moments of brilliance within our team, and we had to get all the pieces back. And we had to trust that process. And there was a lot of pressure on them to talk about repeating and doing all that. So just kind of getting them through the season to be able to understand that this is a long season and we want to be peaking by the end. And I thought they did a great job of continuing to improve, showing up every day in practice. And it's a really unique group of girls. Everyone's fighting for each other in a positive way. And they're so much fun to be around. So I've really enjoyed this season. And it's been a different way of going about it. But our staff's got them in a good position to fight right now.
How did you guys see from your own perspective as far as what needed to happen?
I would just say it was helpful, similarly to what Jarrett said. There's a lot of pressure when you win. You want to do the same thing again. And we knew that obviously last year's team is not this year's team, but I think having those losses kind of reiterated that for us and allowed us to find our own identity. And we knew that we didn't have to be what we were last year to accomplish what we want. So I think it was just good to have those reality checks at the beginning of the year to know that last year means nothing. We built what we built, but that it starts back at 0-0. So we have to get back in the gym and keep working.
Yeah, just reminds us that we're beatable and we have still so much that we need to learn and grow in. And honestly, it was great to kind of knock that first loss out early in the season and everyone be like, all right, we're done. We have our first loss. Now let's just keep on working on growing and learning and trying to better each other. So, yeah, obviously it's tough, but better than now.
I mean, if you look at our schedule, and my son came home and said, "What's wrong with Texas?" early on, just because they're so used to the winning part of it. But if you take away the Long Beach State and you take away the Kansas State match, we're 25-2, and everybody's talking about Texas having a chance to win this thing. So it's been nice because we haven't had a lot of the limelight on us. No one's expecting that, but I think we're playing our best volleyball right now, and are capable of doing a lot of great things. And we have confidence in what we've built and developed over the season.
Just kind of going off that, obviously you got to beat Tennessee first before worrying about Stanford. Stanford has to worry about ASU before, obviously. But does it help to have seen the team earlier in the season, or do you think when it's this late in the season, it's just a different match entirely? Yeah.
I think it's a completely different match. I mean, Stanford played really well. We were just getting Asia back. We didn't have the big at it with Maddie. You know, the connection with Ella and Asia and our middles wasn't there early on. And Stanford's a completely different team. But yeah, I'm not predicting any kind of win from anybody because it's just it's a lot of good teams and a lot of good volleyball is about to be played here.
I wanted to ask Asia, just I know going back to the heart issue that you had and like even the Honda Inspiration Award and how amazing that was. I'm just wondering how are you? It's been several years now. I mean, I assume you're physically healthy. Everything's good. I mean, how did that experience kind of help shape who you are today?
I would just say it made me very grateful for all the times that I have on the court. Like, obviously, being a high-level athlete, you're going to have dog days and you're going to struggle and not want to come in and do all these crazy things that are expected of you. But it's allowed me to be very present. And just now being my senior year, I think I've already learned how to enjoy the moment and be in the moment and not worry about, like, how am I going to get through this day and this day. Like, I'm able to just look at all the stuff that I've gone through and see how it's allowed me to grow. But I think it just really pushed me to enjoy the little things and like really live in what I have right now because you never know like what could happen.
And I just had a question for you, Coach, too. Just I think one of the things that just jumps out at me when I was kind of researching your team was just the fact that you've been in 18 consecutive Sweet 16s. You know, again, I know kind of like what you just said, you can't ever take anything for granted. I know that just do you, I mean, the expectations obviously for your program are pretty high every year, but do you ever take anything for granted, like the success that you guys have had, you know, year in, year out?
No, I think it's what keeps me awake at night. You know, I think sometimes when you win so much, there's additional pressure as a coach to be able to get there because if Texas doesn't get to a Final Four, it's, you know, people look at you a little differently. So it's something that we are constantly working for, trying to put the right pieces in place and the right staff in place and getting the right people. But I'm very grateful for it. I don't take it for granted. I think there's a lot of hard work that's gone behind that, but I've had incredible women that have believed in this program and what we stand for, and that's what I think that more the people that come through our program and the way they develop as human beings is what I take out of that most. And I mean, to kind of bounce off of what Asia went through, you know, I was there for the surgery and seeing her develop into this woman that is so confident and so humble and so caring about other people is just, it's amazing to see her grow from where she was. I actually sent her a picture last night on the plane that when she first met me in 8th grade, you know, and so I've been here for 23 years now, and so she's been about 25% of my career, so she's meant a lot to me, but she's done it the right way, and really thankful that she's been here.
Madison, just one last thing for me. What does it mean to, you know, you guys are so supported so well at home. You guys have, you know, some of the largest attendance figures in the country. What does it mean to like be out here and knowing that you have all this support back in Austin, you know, and how does that help kind of carry you guys, you know, when you're in a situation like this?
Yeah, I mean, we always try to create our own momentum, even when we're at home. But our home base is awesome. Our fans are so supportive, and a lot of our energy on the court comes from them. But we know they're supporting us back home, and the love on social media has been awesome. And most of our families are here supporting us as well. So they travel with us, they support us. So it's just awesome. We always have that backbone to lean on. But yeah, it's great.
I was just I was just wondering for the players. Just I'm kind of curious. I'm always curious about this. How did you kind of take volleyball as your sport? Because a lot of women's volleyball players could have athletically done basketball or something like. How did you guys kind of decide on settle on volleyball? How that kind of became your thing?
Well, both of our dads played basketball, and neither of us played basketball.
Hated
Yeah.
it.
I moved to Texas, found out about volleyball, and here we are. Yeah, I was a dancer. I was like dance act.
Okay, so
yeah.
how did dance maybe help with? How did that kind of help with your athleticism? How did that translate over? What do you think?
I was really bad when I started playing volleyball. I was really uncoordinated, so I don't even know if dance helped. I think just hours in the gym helped me.
What kind of dance did you do?
I did like everything: ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop.
Hip-hop?
Yeah, I feel like I did it all.
Contemporary?
No, not contemporary.
Maddie was a
Everything.
dancer too.
Yeah.
Both were
Yeah.
dancers.
Were you same kind of thing, dance, kind of all variety? Or?
Kind of, yeah. My mom put us in everything growing up because she wanted us to be able to try everything when the commitment was low. So whenever it got high, we weren't like running around all over the place. But yeah, I did soccer for 8 years, and I thought that's what I wanted to do. And then always did dance on the side, and then danced up until I was about 14. And then I saw my sister getting recruited, and I was like, this looks cool. Like, I want to play sport in college, and I didn't really want to do dance. So I just tried out my 15th year, and it was horrible. But here we are. So
Worked out.
yeah, it worked out. But yeah, it was embarrassing because I was like old enough to know that I was nowhere near the level of everyone else. But it's okay. We worked our way here.
So just kind of what when you kind of start from the bottom, what is the kind of, you said it's hours in the gym, but what is kind of the key to, getting to this level? Maybe you start delegating to other people.
I don't know. I just was trying to work my hardest in every single practice, and I'm so competitive. So I hated people being over me and playing over me. And yeah, I just busted my butt, and here we are. But it's different for everybody. But yeah.
And what do you most enjoy about being a volleyball player? What do you most enjoy about this sport, playing it?
I like that volleyball's like the epitome of a team sport. Like one person can't just take over the whole match. Like three people need to touch the ball. So like basketball and other sports, like one person can kind of be the show, but volleyball you really have to rely on people around you, and it's so cooperative and collaborative, and I really like that part about it.
Same for me. Just team sport, and the energy and the environment, and you get so close with the girls. You're with them so much, and you need every single one, from the people on the court to the people on the bench, in order for your team to be successful. So everyone has a role to play, and it might look different, but you need everybody, and I love that about it.